Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today playing the daily challenge for February 26, 2026. The character the Ironclad and the modifiers Insanity start with a random deck of 50 cards. Hoarder, whenever you add a card to your deck, add 2 digital copies. You can no longer remove cards from your deck at the merchant. And big game hunter, elite enemies are now swarming the Spire and drop better wards, which means together with Hoarder, no Pauper Guild. I'm also recording really late today because I felt really sick this morning, and I don't know, I was hoping maybe it'll go away. I'm still a little bit sick, but I hope it doesn't come through in my voice. I see Jumno here with 2434. That's an amazing score. I assume lots of collector bonuses. Pelts 2359, Rado with 2282. So looks like it is doable to get a good score. I suspect you need to get lucky with collector bonuses. All right, so 4 lead path. Do I see a 5 lead path? No. So left side has 4 lead path, right side has only 3 lead paths. All right, so I'll have to go on this path with 4 early question mark rooms, then the 2 leads, and then from this point on, going on the left gives me 1 question mark room, on the right also gives me 1. Yeah, let's get here and decide. I don't think there's a big difference, but yeah, let's start this way to get more question mark rooms. All right, here. Oh, and I should review the Insanity deck. Let's sort by A to Z here. Okay. So, okay, I have way too many clashes. That's something I don't want to take. Everything else, I am ready for collector mode. So anything other than clashes, I will take. All right, speaking of clashes, I can do Seeing Red, Flame Barrier, then a Clash, and then Thunderclap and Pummel. Okay. And then the Fire Barrier is enough here, right? Beautiful. We got a Blessing of the Forge, Metallicize, Feel No Pain, Clash. Well, I already have enough clashes. Between Metallicize and Feel No Pain, do I have enough stuff that exhausts? I do have some, but not a lot. Metallicize might be better. Yeah, I think I'll take the Metallicize now. Okay. All right, here. Oh, actually, I don't think anything becomes innate, right? Yeah, so I don't know what to upgrade here. In a large deck like this, I guess something like Disarm would be a great upgrade if I can get it out soon, but in a large deck, it might be hard to pull through. Right, here I got the Cultist. Oh, look at that. Innate Disarm. Let's do Seeing Red, Disarm, Clash. I should have done the Thunderclap first. That was a mistake. Would have dealt a little bit extra damage. And then here, Perfected Strike is enough. Beautiful. All right, Headbutt, Clothesline, True Grit. Yeah, let's take the Headbutt. I know I need a collector bonus on that. Here, I got my first shop. Unfortunately, I can't afford the Ori. That's a shame. Well, I could get a collector bonus on the Metallicize. Let's do that. Let's grab the Carnage. It's on sale, and that's all I can afford. Yeah, that's a bummer. Ori would have been great. Would have given me 15 cards, potentially more collector bonuses. Here, let's do Thunderclap, Anger. Let's Headbutt the Anger, then do Pummel, and that unfortunately is not quite enough. We'll take a little bit of damage here, but that's fine. I'm healing back up anyway. And then here, Pummel Strike is enough. Beautiful. All right, Cleave, Sever Soul, Iron Wave. Yeah, Iron Wave might give me the little bit of extra block I might need against elites. Oof. Okay, so let's see what the Pummel Strike draws me here. Disarm, Anger. I guess I'll do Metallicize. This one might be tough. Yeah, I did not have a good opening hand there. Perfect Strike is only 20. Let's do Warcry so that I can play the Clash. I'll put one of the Wild Strikes back. Let's do Clash, Pummel. Yeah, no, nothing I could have done here, unfortunately. Even if I upgraded all my cards with the potion, I don't think I would have had enough. Here, let's do Bloodletting, then Clash, Wild Strike, and Iron Wave for a kill. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Here I got Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0 that turn, as well as the Chaos Potion. And Limit Break is interesting, but without any extra strength, it's going to be useless. I think I'll take the Offering. 3 copies of that should be great. Alright, here I got the Essence Slime. I do have a Cleave. That's good. I was going to complain I don't have AoE damage, but I do have the Cleave. Unfortunately, it's not enough to kill everything. So let's do... How do I do this? Let's do Twin Strike and then Metallicize. Oh, I should have played the Clothesline. I just picked up the Mummified Hand. Oh, man. Wasting a little bit of HP damage here. Here I do have Flame Barrier. That should help. Let's also do Iron Wave. Okay. And then that allows me to be full. Actually, it allows me... The Flame Barrier is enough to kill everything here. Good. Alright. We got another Blessing of the Forge. Havoc, Rage, or Warcry. I know I have a Warcry, but I think Rage might be better here. I feel like I have enough attacks. And then, yeah, let's do the second elite here. Sentries. Okay. I think I have enough defense. Let's do Rage, then Clothesline. Then Iron Wave. And, you know what? I think I'll do Bloodletting and play the Disarm. Might as well. Let's target the backline in case I need to apply weakness. Okay. I also have the Distilled Chaos Potion I might consider using because I do want to free up a potion slot. Alright, so let's see. Can I headbutt something? I could draw it with the... Can I headbutt the Rage? That might be interesting. It would give me 9 block if I can get rid of one of them. Let's try that. So let's do... Let's do Headbutt the Rage. Then, I think I'll... Should I do Blessing of the Forge now? No, no, no. I need the Blessing of the Forge on the Rage, right? So let's put the Metallicize back. Then do the Blessing of the Forge. Then do Rage, Cleave, and Wild Strike. Okay, that allows me to be fully defended. Good. Alright, here I have Flame Beer. Do I want to... Yeah, let's do Offering here. Okay. Whirlwind is interesting. That's 25. Not quite enough. Let's do Metallicize 1. That sets the second Metallicize 0, which sets the Struggle off to 0, which allows me to be fully defended. And then I think I'll do Whirlwind. That's 20 damage. Okay. I just need 11 on the backliner. Or, yeah, actually I can do Perfect Strike, Wild Strike. Beautiful. Perfect this one. Very happy with that. Here I got Gambling Chip. At the start of each combat, discard any number of cards and then draw that many cards. A Weakness Potion and Exhume with the Offering is probably better than the other two. So let's take the Exhume here. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so here we got Happy Flower. Every 3 turns get extra energy. That should be good. Alright, so I don't think I need a Rest Site. Yeah, I have too many cards to have to upgrade something. I think I'll go on the left. Skip a Rest Site that way. Still get 1 more Question Mark room for a total of 5 on this act, right? Mr. Mission might be hard, but it might be possible. Okay, so I definitely will start off with the Offering. Probably Thunderclap too. Let's get rid of these two. Alright, let's do Offering. Another Offering. There's also Dual Wield. Hang on, let's do Bloodletting. Let's do another Offering. I am thinking of dual wielding the Anger. Let's do that. Let's dual wield the Anger, then do Thunderclap, play the Angers, and then, well, Cleave is more damage than the Whirlwind. Then, actually, Searing Blow is also more damage than the Whirlwind. Okay, that was not a bad turn. All right, I just need 2 more damage here, which should be easy. Beautiful. Okay, perfect this one. Thanks to the Offering. So we got Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill into deck, upgraded. Really nice. And a Collect Bonus on the Offering. Man, Feed is really tempting. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take the Feed because it might allow me to get the Stuff modifier early. That would be really good. Alright, here, actually, I think I'll save everything. Clash is pretty good, yeah. Let's do Metallicize, then Thunderclap, Clash, Iron Wave, and I think I'll wait 1 or 2 turns to try to get a feed if I don't take too much damage. Who's my fan boss, by the way? Yeah, Guardian, I don't need to lose HP there. Yeah, there's a feed here. Beautiful, okay. Alright, got a Swift Potion, which I think I'll skip. I'm happy with the potions I have. Clothesline, Iron Wave for Havoc. Did I have enough Iron Waves? I know. No, yeah, I did have enough. Okay, so I don't need those. And then what about Clotheslines? I did not have enough of those. Let's grab the Clothesline here. Havoc would have been interesting too. Alright, Sentries again. I do have the Rage, so I should be fully defended here. Let's do Rage, then Cleave, then play the Metallicize so that the Perfected Strike costs 0. And then do a Clash here. Beautiful. Alright, and then this turn I have extra energy as well. There's an Exhume, which I probably don't really need, right? Let's do Bloodletting. Oh, no. I don't think there's anything I can do here. Unless I see if the Distilled Chaos Potion gives me something good. There's Anger, Pummel, and Headbutt. I guess I'll Headbutt a Perfected Strike. Sure. And then Exhume will bring me back a Pummel. I should have done the Flex. That was really dumb. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to reload this because that was a silly mistake. With the Flex, I think I would have had enough, right? Yeah, that would be exactly 8 damage more. That was really dumb. Let's try to play everything the same way and just fix this mistake. Hopefully, that'll be only the one reload. I didn't discard anything here, and then I did Rage, Cleave, Metallicize, Clash, and Perfected Strike. Okay. And then this turn... Did I play anything before the Distilled Chaos? Yeah, I think I did Bloodletting. Might as well do the Flex now, right? There's no reason not to. And then do Distilled Chaos, okay. Yep, still the same things. And then I brought back, I think, the Rage, and then Exhume the Pummel, and kill with that. Yeah, that was really dumb. I didn't do that before. Okay. And then here I just need to deal 14 damage, which I can easily do with the Wild Strike and Headbutt. Beautiful. Perfect this one. We got the Boot. Whenever you do 4 or less unlocked attack damage, increase it to 5. Berserk, Double Tap, or Brutality. Upgrade Double Tap is not bad. Brutality would have been interesting too, but I think Double Tap can work. Alright, a regular fight here. Let's get rid of... Actually, you know what? Flex and Pummel might be a good idea. Let's keep those. Whirlwind is probably better. Yeah, let's do Flex, and then this would be 21. If I double tap it, it will be 28, right? Although I probably want to save for a feed, right? Yeah, let's do Whirlwind, and then I'll wait an extra turn. Or 2 turns to try to see if I can get a feed played. Yep, beautiful. I'm glad I waited. Alright. Got a Blood Push, which I probably don't really need. Anger, Spot Weakness, Warcry. Did I have enough Angers? No. Yeah, let's grab a Collect Bonus on the Angers. Come. And here I got the Looter and the Acid Slime. I'll try to keep the Acid Slime alive. Probably don't need the Exhume. Okay. Let's do Flex, Pummel 1, Pummel 2. Then a Clash. Or let's do Iron Wave here and then Clash this guy. Okay. And then, yeah, here I do want to deal a little bit of damage, but then I probably will wait for the feed. Speaking of... Oh, no, I cannot use the feed, can I? Unless I can play the Clash. Let's see if the Trigger hits something other than the feed. It had to hit the feed, of course. And then this is enough. Yeah, man. Alright, I'll wait a little bit. I think I'll speed this up. I'll wait for the feed to show up, so I'll speed this up. I'll be right back. Alright, did not take too long. Was able to play the feed there. We got an Explosive Push, which I think I'll take over the Blood Potion. And then Entrenched Reckless Charge or Whirlwind. I had a few Whirlwinds already, right? Just for the sake of Collectibles, I think I'll take another set of Whirlwinds. And then here, honestly, again, I have no idea what to upgrade. Nothing becomes an aid, so... How about let me upgrade the Metallicizers. The more I have of those active, the better it will be against the Guardian here. Alright, let's get rid of everything. I'm hoping to get the Disarm, or maybe at least the Metallicizer too. Anything I need to headbutt? I could headbutt the Carnage. Yeah, that might be safe. Let's do headbutt the Carnage, then headbutt... what else? Another headbutt. Clothesline for weakness, that's not a bad idea, and then do a feed. Okay. Alright, and then here... let me see if Battle Trance gives me a Disarm. It did not. Alright, let's just do Carnage. And then Clothesline for an extra turn of weakness. I will need some good defensive cards next turn. I did get an Exhume, but that's not enough. Iron Wave is not enough either. I don't think there's anything I can do. Unless... No, even upgrading the Iron Wave is not going to be enough, right? Enemy is already weakened. Yeah, just got unlucky. I tried everything I could, right? I drew as many cards as I could. There's nothing I could have done here. So I guess there's no reason to waste the potion. So fine, yeah, let's just do Iron Wave. Yeah, bummer. Yeah, alright. You needed to get a little lucky against the Guardian. I just didn't have that luck, which is unfortunate. Might as well double tap the Carnage, sure. And then I can do Clashes as well. Okay. Alright, 20 incoming here. Let's do Rage, Warcry. Whirlwind is fine. I can do Searing Blow, Wild Strike, and then Whirlwind. Okay. Yeah, I needed either my Offerings or my Disarm. Something like that, and I didn't get them. I mean, yeah, even if I could summon magic to defend that one turn, I mean, look at all of these turns where I just have no chance of defending. Yep. Alright, yeah, there the Metal says a little too late. I mean, I'll still play them, but yeah, definitely way too late. Okay. I mean, I had 6 Metallicizers, right? I mean, that's the problem with the large deck, right? Sometimes you just don't draw what you need on the right turn. Actually, can I play the Clash here? Yes. Beautiful. Alright, definitely took a lot of damage there. Not much I could have done about that. Bear Kid is interesting. I don't have a lot of block. On the other hand, I could also try to be aggressive with Immolate. No, let's take the Bear Kid. That should be pretty powerful. And then probably Black Star, right? Yeah, I don't think I need Ectoplasm or Runic Cube. Let's take Black Star. It leads to to show Relic when defeated. Come. Alright, we got the Collector at the end. Let's see how many elites I can get here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only on the right. Yeah, I have to get these 2 elites on a row. Yeah, and then getting to this point on the right gives me 3 early question mark rooms and a shop. And then I'll get no more question mark rooms after that. Yeah, fine. Can't complain about that. At least I get 4 elites. Okay. Alright, I should try to use the feed more aggressively because it's going to get harder the longer I wait. So, yeah. Here I can do the Clashes. Beautiful. Then Carnage. Okay. And Pummel will kill because of the boot, right? Let's do Headbutt. How about I'll bring back a Carnage? And yeah, I think this is one of those fights where I think it's worth to wait for the feed. Here, let's do Metallicize, Flex, Clash. If I do Clothesline, I'll kill, right? So let's take the 7 damage here. Okay. So really hoping to get... Iron Wave is fine, gives me a little bit of block. I think I'll wait one more turn. Yeah, it's a little risky to lose too much HP here. There's a Disarm. That's not going to be helpful. Let's do Shrug It Off. There is a feed. That is enough. Beautiful. Yep, I think that was worth to wait. Pummel Strike, Headbutt, Armaments. I would love Armaments, right? How many Pummel Strikes do I have? Just 2. You know what? The Pummel Strikes also makes the Perfected Strike stronger, so let's take it. And then here, Membership Card. Beautiful. 50% discount on all products. Okay, that's really nice. And then, I don't know how much I need Relics because I have Black Star, right? So I think instead I'll take the Perfected Strike. Let's do... Havoc. I think Ornamentify might be really good, though. Every time I play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. That might be very helpful. I think I don't need the max HP because of the feed, so let's take the Ornamental Fan instead. And then that's all I can afford. I could take the... You know what? Let's take the Inflame. Might as well. I have the gold. Might as well spend it. Okay. Alright, here... Oof. Okay. I would like the Entropic Brew. Let's also take the Power Potion. I would set something else to cost 0. Alright. And then here I got the Chosen. Starting with the Offering is pretty good. Let's play that. There's also Feed. That's going to be hard to use. Let's do Offering first. Then Inflame. That sets the Dual Wield to 0. Nothing useful to Dual Wield, though. Let's do the Iron Wave. That way I can fully defend here. Here, I'll also play the Feed because that way I can bring back the Feed with an Exhume if I need to. So let's do Pummel and Feed. Okay. Alright, fully defend here. Here, I mean, I could do Barricade. I don't think necessary, though. Let's do Disarm. Headbutt, what? Rage, sure. Then, Whirlwind. Okay. Alright, another 7. Let's do Rage, then play the Clashes. Actually, that's gonna be too much to kill. Or too much to, keep him alive. So let's wait for it to turn. Although now if I get the... Actually, I have Strength. So once I get the, here, let's do True Grit. And I'll wait. I think I'll take a little bit of damage, hoping to get a Feed here. Did not get that. Alright, let's take another 10 damage here. Okay, kind of don't want to take more damage. Is there a way for me to at least defend? Not really. Okay. At least at this point, I'm already committed. Lost so much HP. Okay, one more turn of 10 damage, and then I'll stop. So I was sort of hoping this guy wouldn't attack me. At least I got a Metallicist. That's nice. Oh, man. Okay. Do I have to cycle through all my deck? I guess I have to. Wow. All right. I could even play an Exhume. I don't even get that. At least I can do Iron Wave here, then do Metallicize. Okay, that allows me to be fully defended. And, wow, that took a long time. Okay, not happy with how much HP I lost there, but fine. Alright, Hemokinesis, Carnage, Wild Strike. Hemokinesis is interesting. I think, did I have a Collectibles on the Carnage already? No, let's grab the Collectibles on the Carnage. Although it would be better if I had more energy. First set of Curses as well as a bunch of gold. Fine. And then here I got the Slavers. This one might be tough. Unless I get an Offering, I don't see a way to survive this one. I did not get an Offering. Should I drink some of my potions? Let me see what the Power Potion gives me. Berserk, Rupture, or Fire Breathing. Yeah, none of this will help. Definitely not Berserk. Probably not Fire Breathing. Guess I'll do Rupture, set something to 0. There's nothing I can Exhume, right? Let's do Disarm. Exhume the Disarm again. And then do Cleave, but unfortunately there's nothing I could have done here. Yeah. Alright, now I'm actually a little worried about survival. Let's see what the Warcry gives me. Okay, that's 2 powers, so that's not bad. Probably don't need the Inflame yet, though. Let's do Blood for Blood, Metallicize, Carnage, and Clash. That allows me to be fully defended this turn. Next turn I can't play any offensive cards, though. That might be a problem. I only have 9 incoming. Offering gets me very close to death, but let's try it. Okay, there's an Inflame, there's some Metallicize, there's a Barricade. And I guess if I throw a Weakness Potion, I'll be alive. Okay. Man, I did not expect I would lose this much, and now I can't play another Offering either. Let's do Seeing Red, and now there's a risk that the Havoc will play an Offering, right? So I kind of don't risk that. Let's do Pummel here. But I have to do Havoc. If it plays an Offering, okay, luckily it didn't. Okay, good. So now I am fully defended because of my Metallicize. So yeah, I think I'll wait for the feat to show up. But wow, that was not close, and I have to be careful not to accidentally play or even get a regret. That would be a disaster as well. Let's do Double Tap, Body Slam, then Metallicize. Oh, Clothesline will kill though. Let's not do that then. Okay. Unfortunately, if I get the feed, I won't have. I will need to deal slightly more damage to actually kill with it. I can do Clothesline once. Okay, now I think I'm ready for the feed. Alright, yeah, so I'll speed this up. I'll be right back. Actually, it was right in my next hand. Beautiful. Okay, alright, we got Bottle Lightning. Before I take that, let's first grab a Collectibles on the Barricade, sure. And then Bottle Lightning, I'll pick up, choose a skill set. Come with this card in your hand. What should that be? The Offering, probably, right? Although I also have the Fossilized Helix. So, yeah, if I don't have a way to defend, I think Offering is a good idea on turn 1. Especially because I can't think of anything better. Yeah, let's do the Offering. If I see this, prevent the first time you would lose HP each combat. So if I know that I can fully defend without the Offering, I won't play it to save the buffer. But if I don't, then I will play it. Alright, let's also upgrade that Offering because it is always in my opening hand. So let's have it be slightly more useful. The extra card draw is also going to be really nice. Alright, and ideally I would stop losing HP. That would be really helpful. Alright, not being attacked in turn 1. This is, I think, a good time to use the Offering. Battle Trance is really good too. No, let's get rid of everything. Okay, let's hope. Yep, I was hoping for AoE damage. Let's do Flex, Offering. Alright. Then do Cleave. Almost try to get rid of this guy. Anger to get rid of this guy. Okay. And then let's do Carnage and Twin Strike. Not a bad start. Okay. Luckily not being attacked. That's good. Anything anti-exhume. I could exhume another offering. That's risky. But might be worth it. Okay. Alright, let's do Flex. Then Pummel. Let's do Disarm is not bad. Let's Headbutt. A good attack card. Actually, no, I'm going to Headbutt the Cleave because next turn there will be minions on the board. And then let's do Twin Strike and Cleave. Okay. And still not being attacked. That's really helpful. Now, unfortunately, I can't do the Exhume the Offering anymore. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. Whirlwind with Seeing Red is only 20 damage. That's not quite enough. Actually, if I do Cleave, then Whirlwind, that's still not quite enough. There's nothing useful. Actually, wait, I can Exhume. Is that necessary? Exhume the Seeing Red? No, that's not really necessary. It'll give me 2 energy, but it also costs me 2 energy. Yeah, fine. Let's do Whirlwind here. Okay, there is a reasonable chance I'll be able to deal for 17 damage next turn. I'm still not being attacked. Actually, I can also use a feed here. Beautiful. Okay. Can't complain. Was able to get some max HP here. We got Peace Spell. You can now remove cards from your deck at rest sites, as well as Oddly Smooth Stone. Starts coming with 1 Dexterity. Liquid Memories Potion, and a Collectibles on the feed. Why not? Actually, Collectibles on the double tap might be slightly better. Yeah, let's do the double tap instead. Yeah, because I think I just need to use the feed 3 more times to get well fed. To get stuffed. Yeah, Shuriken every time play 3 attacks in a single turn, get 1 strength. That should be good scaling. I am seriously considering going for a rest site. I'm a little worried about my HP situation. Yeah, just to play it safe, let's go for a rest site and heal. Okay. Yeah, that gives me a bit of a buffer in case I have a turn with... in case I have the Slavers, for example. I think here I have to do the offering again. Let's get rid of these 2. I might need the Flame Barrier. 2 offerings, that's really nice. So this is up to 30 damage. Let's do Anger here, then another offering. Alright, can I actually... If I play the Flame Barrier, I could play the Clash. So this is 40 now. That's not quite enough to kill everything. So I think I have to do Flame Barrier, then let's do Clash. So this Whirlwind is down to 30. That's enough for the backliner, but then I will need a little bit extra block. I could do Iron Wave. Yeah, let's do Iron Wave and then Whirlwind. That allows me to be fully defended. Okay. Alright. And then here... let's see what true good hits. Okay, beautiful. So I can get rid of this guy with a Twin Strike and a Clash, and then Clash the backline as well. Good. Yeah, I think I should be fully defended now. Maybe I can even wait for a feed. Beautiful. Awesome. I'm getting really lucky with the feed draws. Got Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain energy and draw 1 card, as well as Ink Bottle. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. I don't have any of these. I'll take the Brutality. Not a huge fan of it, but, you know, might try to get a collectibles here. There's no way for me to easily get Overkill, right? So I'm not sure if I should attempt it. Yeah, if I had Demon Form, that would be something else. Let's do Flex Offering. Alright. Yeah, no block card. I can do another Flex. This would be 9 times 6, 54. That's enough for the backliner. Here, let's do Cleave and then Whirlwind. Alright. And then I can also do Anger and unfortunately Body Slam. Well, it's still 9 damage. Okay, yeah, that should be easy. Maybe I'll get a feed next turn. That would be kind of funny. Wow. Okay. Alright. Yeah, awesome. Beautiful. Perfect this one, and I'm almost there at the Stuff modifier. We got Liquid Bronze, Flex, Carnage, Dual Wheel. Did I have enough Flexes? I'm starting to enjoy them. They have been pretty useful so far. Let's take a Collectibles on the Flex. Okay. Alright, Book of Stabbing here. 12 incoming. Yeah, I think I'll start it with the Offering again. I might even do Offering and then Exhume the Offering again. Yeah, let's do Offering. Then, oof. No good block cards. I do have Shrug It Off. Let's do Shrug It Off. Then Bloodletting. Okay. I could Headbutt a Bloodletting. Hang on, let's Exhume the Offering first. Then, could double tap stuff too, right? Let's do Barricade. Double tap the Headbutt. Bloodletting, and let's do Shrug It Off, okay. Probably don't need to Shrug It Off because I'll be able to trigger the Ornament Fan, right? Yeah, definitely don't need that. Let's do Inflame. Double tap the Pummel. Okay. Alright, so that way I'm fully defended. Let's do Anger, Bloodletting again. And then, yeah, let's do double tap, Cleave twice, Headbutt twice, and I think I'll do Bloodletting and the Whirlwind. Okay. And then let's do another Whirlwind here. Okay, yeah, I think that was a good turn. Will that be enough for next turn, though? 18 incoming. Yeah, I think I'll exhume the offering again. Okay, play that. Double tap what? Headbutt clothesline? Yeah, if I double tap the clothesline and then the headbutt, should I wait for a feed, potentially? Nah, that's too greedy. Alright. Yep, good enough. Perfected this. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so here I got Shovel. You can now dig for relics at rest sites, as well as Regal Pillow. Whenever you're resting, an additional 15 HP. Collect Rose. I didn't get a Collect Rose on the offering, did I? Yeah, beautiful. Let's get a Collect Rose on the offering here. That's awesome. Alright, sorry about that. I'm sneezing a little bit here. Okay, so let's keep the offering. I think I'll get rid of everything else here. The double tap might have been interesting, but let's see if I get something better. No, this is fine. Let's do offering. Then see what the Havoc plays. That is a dual wield. Okay, let's deal with the feed. Can I use it? That'll make my life easier. Let's do another Havoc for another offering. Okay, that's a lot of offerings there. Let's do Clothesline, and then this is 20 here. Let's do Carnage, and then play 2 feeds. Beautiful. And then I can double tap the Twin Strike. And then let's do Offering. I'm hoping... Oh, no, I can't do the Clash. Let's do Flex. Bloodletting, and then double play the Whirlwind as well. Okay, beautiful. Got the Stuff modifier there too. Got a Fear Potion. I think I'll take over the Liquid Bronze Potion. I don't think I need Liquid Bronze that badly. Anger, Uppercut, Dropkick. Did I have enough Angers? I did. Pretty sure I don't have either Uppercut or Dropkick, right? Let me just check. Yeah, because I haven't seen those. Would have seen them by now. Uppercut might be good. I need extra energy, but the weakness and vulnerability might be useful. Let's take it. Okay. And then now that I have actually options, I don't think there's anything I need to upgrade or remove. I think I'll dig for a random relic. We got Blue Candle. I'm playing Curse cards can now be played. Whenever we play Curse, lose 1 HP being exhausted. That's really nice for those regrets. Okay. Alright, Collector. Starting on with 2 offerings. That's great. Let's do Flex, Metallicize, a free Carnage. Actually, let me do an offering first. Okay. That's a good set of attacks. I don't think I'll need to headbutt anything. Yeah, I think instead I'll apply Vulnerability and then do Carnage. There's a double tap. A little too late. Would love to double tap that Carnage. Multiple double taps. Okay. Anything I need to headbutt? I don't have any block cards, right? So let's do Disarm and see what the... Actually, let's do double tap, then see what the Havoc plays if it's an attack. Okay, yeah, but it's played twice. Good. Then Perfected Strike twice. Not bad. That's 61 damage times 2. Yeah, okay. Alright, that was actually a pretty good turn 1. Let's see if I can replicate that next turn. I do have the Fear Potion too. I am being attacked, so I think the goal would be to kill here. Alright, let's drink the throw the Fear Potion. Might as well do Rage. The Whirlwind is interesting, but it's not enough to get rid of the minions. So this would be 33. And then another 18, that's 51. And then another 10, that's 61. I'm not that far off. I could just bring back something with Liquid Memories, right? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's Liquid Memories the double tap. That makes my life easier. Then do the Carnage here. And then I can even kill with a feed. Beautiful. Okay, alright. Perfect this one. Had to use some of my potions, but, you know, that's what potions are for. We got a weakness potion, and I already had a Collector's on the double taps, right? If I knew I was going to get another double tap, I would have taken the feed before. Let's take the Emulate. That's a solid attack card. And then Curse Key. That guarantees me the Curse modifier. Again, energy at the start of your turn. Whenever you open an unbossed chest to obtain a curse. Also, I have Blue Candle, so the curses shouldn't be a problem. And who knows, maybe I'll get a Collector's on curses that way too. And the extra energy is great as well. Alright, 4 Elite Path on the right. 5 Elite Path on the left, though. Yep, beautiful. Okay, there's also an early shop, and then 2 question mark rooms, and then another 3rd question mark room. Obviously, no way to get Mystery Machine, but I will go for the shop to try to buy some good card with the membership card. Alright, here, I don't think I need to use the Flex anymore. I already have plenty of max HP, and I probably won't lose it. Let's start with the offering. Then do Flex. Should I just do Whirlwind? That is 54. That is enough to kill everything. Yes, yes, let's do it. Okay, beautiful. I got a Fear Potion, Clothesline, Armaments, or Intimidate. I forget if I had enough Clotheslines. I did. Okay, so I don't need that. Armaments, Intimidate. I don't have any of these. Let's take the Armaments. Upgrading everything for free is... Or not for free, but for cheap is pretty good. And then here, I think I'll take Centennial Puzzle because I have Blue Candle, and it's very cheap. So the first time you lose HP to combat, draw 3 cards. Let's also grab the True Grid, Dropkick. I don't think I got a Collector's on the Pummel, did I? OP. No, yeah, let's grab a Collector's on that. Might as well do Burning Pact. Why not also do Fire Breathing and Good Instincts? And try also the Thinking Head. Let's first grab Horn Cleat at the start of your second turn, get 14 block. And then, yeah, let's take the Thinking Head too. Why not? I don't think I need any of the potions, though. Yeah, that was a good shop. That's usually what shops are with membership card. Alright, sorry about that. Reloaded to not lose time there. Okay, so yeah, probably we'll start off. Actually, I could double tap the Iron Wave for one of the spikers at least. Yeah, let's do offering here. Okay. And then, oh man, Whirlwind is really tempting. Still, let's double tap the Iron Wave. Okay. Alright, and then do Flex. Man, if I do Whirlwind, I might take a lot of damage, but I think it's better to double play the Carnage. Okay. Yep, and then do a 2 energy Whirlwind will deal me back 9 damage. I think that's better than taking too much damage here. Let's do this. Okay. And then I have enough energy to also play a Pummel Strike. Or should I do Metallicize? No, let's do Pummel Strike and then do the Metallicize. I could do one more attack. Twin Strike is too much. Actually, you know what? I think I'll accept 1 damage here. That's fine. And I get extra card draw that way. Let's put the, I don't know, Clash back. Sure. Okay. Right, only lost 1 HP there. Here I have plenty of block to be able to play something like Clothesline, and that's enough. Beautiful. Alright, Heavy Blade, Flex, Searing Blow. I think I already had a Flexus, right? I might want to get a Collector's on the Searing Blow, which is not a good card to have, but you know what? Yeah, let's get a Collector's. I don't have any Heavy Blades, so let's get a Collector's here. Okay. Alright, here, I think I will take the Wraith because with the Centennial Pulse, it basically gives the extra card draw. Or I could get a Collector's on the Madnesses. You know what? This is better. It gives me a collector bonus immediately. Let's take it. Okay. Alright. Here, I think the Thunderclap is pretty good. Let's keep that. Alright, let's do Offering first. Then do Thunderclap. Cleave. Okay, there's a Dropkick. That gives me a Rage. Sure, a little too late for that, unfortunately. Let's play the Metallicizes. Then do Wild Strike and Offering. Okay, there's a Flex, Good Instincts. Pummel is 40, enough to get rid of this guy. And then Whirlwind should be enough for the Macliner. And, oh, actually for both. Beautiful. Okay, triggered Feel No Pain Armaments. I did have an Armaments. Let's get a collector bonus on the Armaments here. Okay. Alright, here I got the Riptomancer. Not being attacked, of course. Let's get rid. Actually, you know what? I think I'll save the Flex and Cleave. Let's start with the Offering. Yeah, I'm pretty much always playing the Offering at the beginning, right? Upgrade everything, then do Flex. Cleave is only 15. That's not quite enough. Let me see if the Pummel Strike gives me something good. Havoc plays a Warcry. I could draw more cards, right? So it doesn't matter what I put back. Let's draw more cards with the Regret. Okay. Yeah, fine. Let's do Cleave. And then I can do Pummel Strike. Okay. And then here, probably just to perfect the strikes. Let's do Brutality. That sets Pummel Strike to 0. Okay. Metallicize will set a True Grit to 0, but I don't really want to play that. Yeah, instead, let's do Armaments and then to perfect the strike. Yeah, might as well do True Grit. Okay. Alright, this turn I have 14 block. I am being attacked by 39, though. There's an Immolate. That's enough for the Backliner. Let's see what the Madness hits. That's a Fire Breathing, which hits Immolate. Makes it free. Beautiful. And then, can I gain a little bit extra block? That might be a challenge. Can I deal enough damage? I do have 15 times 6 with the vulnerability. I think if I throw this and then do Clash and then do Sword Boomerang and then do Whirlwind, that is enough. Alright, beautiful. Okay, perfect. This one I got Pocket Watch. One of you play 3 or less cards in your turn. Draw 2 additional cards at the start of your next turn. And Lizard Tail, one of you die, heal to 50% of your max HP instead. Probably not necessary. I'll take it. I already have enough offerings and double taps, so I guess I'll take the Juggernaut. Okay. Alright, here I got the Writhing Mass. 15 incoming. Yeah, let's get rid of all of these. Actually, do I want curses here? Might give me a potential collector bonus, right? Later on. Yeah, maybe I do want to get a curse. Let's see if I can get it. If I don't, it's not that big of a deal, but I think I will try. So here, let's do Carnage. Then Immolate. Alright, that's a lot. Then Perfect Strike. Nope. Okay, at least I can fully defend. Let's also do Thinking Ahead to put Whirlwind back. Alright. Here I'm getting a curse. Beautiful. Yeah, and I can do Barricade to try to gain some block. Can I exhume anything? No, I don't think I need to exhume anything. Yeah, I think I'll wait. This way I also trigger the Pocket Watch next turn. Okay. 48 is a lot. Let's do Disarm, Madness, another Madness, then Carnage. I'll play the Regret, see what I draw here. Okay, let's do Armaments, Metallicize, and then I can do the Clashes. I can also do Carnage, Wild Strike, and Dropkick. Yeah, should be fully defended here, right? Alright, and then just need to deal a little bit of damage here, which I don't think I can do. Wow, alright. Fire Breathing, True Grit, and... Oh, that was a misclick. Oh, that was dumb. Alright, yeah, I was supposed to... It's okay. I probably would have been able to kill the Writhing Mass with that angle, right? It's fine. Haven't gotten overkill either, though. That's something I should try to do. Armaments, Iron Wave, Flex. I already have enough Iron Waves and Armaments and Flexes, I think, actually, right? Let me just double check. So, I have enough Flexes, I have enough Iron Waves, and I have enough Armaments. So, which of these do I want more copies of? I guess Iron Wave is pretty good. Let's take it. Right, here I'm being attacked on turn 1. Let's get rid of everything other than the offerings. Okay. Yeah, let's do the offering, and then I'll true grid one of the regrets. Let's get rid of the other one. Okay. Then do metallicize, that sets the Iron Wave to 0. Let's play that, the anger, bloodletting. Then do offering. Okay. Alright, and then inflame sets the wild strike to 0. Let's play that. Then do blood for blood, clothesline, emulate, carnage, and dropkick. That's 15 cards. I did not realize that. Man, combo might be doable. Oh, man, I don't think I will... I have tried to attempt it, but let's try it. Let's bring back another upgrade offering. Play that. Okay. Alright, then do bloodletting, madness. Okay, that sets the double tap to 0. That's good. Unfortunately, that's a problem. I don't have enough card draw, right? Even though I'm able to play a lot of cards. Okay. And then carnage is 47. Yeah, I need something like Pendip or something that allows me to deal double damage, because otherwise this is not yet enough. Yeah, fine. And if I have Barricade active, maybe one turn with a lot of block, I can try to get overkill, but it's not yet. We got Meat on the Bone if your HP is added below 50% at the end of combat, heal 12 HP, and Magic Flower, healing is 50% more effective during combat. That's great. And, I mean, I could get a Collectimus on the feet. I already have a Collectimus on the Barricade, right? So, yeah, let's take a Collectimus on the feet, even though I don't really need it, but it's a decent attack card. We got Shaman, Sundial, every 3 times to shuffle, drop out, gain 2 extra energy. That's pretty much never going to trigger for me, right? Alright, Reptimancer again. Get rid of all of these. Should I keep... No, I think I don't need the Barricade here. I think here I have to try to deal as much damage as I can. Let's do Offering, and then before I play the Regret, let's do Brutality. That sets the Fire Breathing to 0, which sets the Blood for Blood to 0. Then do Regret. Okay. Yeah, let's do... Oh, man, it's really tempting to do Barricade, though. Let's do Good Instincts, then Armaments, then Barricade, because the Whirlwind is still going to be enough, right? Let's do that. That also gives me 2 extra energy. Okay. And then, yeah, because of Barricade, I think I'll do Rage, Searing Blow, and actually Uppercut is not a bad idea for Weakness next turn. Okay. Alright, yep, I'm fully defended here. Good. Let's do Dropkick, Armaments, play the Pummels. And then I wonder, let's do Fire Breathing, Bloodletting, double tap the feet. Actually, Emulate is, yeah, it's going to be enough to kill. Let me not kill yet. There's a small chance I might be able to gain enough block to be able to get overkill. Okay, that was a really small chance. Yeah, fine, let's give up on that. Let's double tap the Carnage. That should be enough. Alright. Okay, we got Potion Belt. On pickup, gain 2 potion slots. And Courier, the merchant, restore cards, selling some potions, and all prices are reduced by 20%. A little too late. I'll take it, though. We also got a fruit juice, which I'll drink right away. And I already have enough Barricades and a feed, so let's take the Bludgeon. Okay. Alright, here, duplicate a card. I mean, I could duplicate a Curse, but might as well duplicate a regular card, right? How about the Disarm? It's pre-upgraded, and I wouldn't mind having lots of copies of that. So let's duplicate that. Okay. Alright, here I got the Gen Head again. Let's see if I can try to get combo. If I get another... Oh, that was a misclick. I'm going to reload, and let's not count that as a reload, because I just accidentally clicked on a feed. I did want to get rid of it. Yeah, basically, I'm hoping to get maybe another offering. I mean, I do also have an Entropic Brew, so maybe I should try to do something with that. No, did not get another offering. That's fine. Let's do the offering here. Okay. And then let's play a few cards. Let's do Madness, Intimidate, Metallicize. Okay. Then do a feed. Then see what the Shame gives me. Okay. And I could do Battle Trance, but it's going to be hard to play 14 more cards. Anything I need to headbutt? There's no Exhume coming up either, right? Let's do Thinking Ahead first. Okay, Burning Pact is interesting. Let's do that. Okay. There's an Armaments. Anything I need to headbutt? Another Thinking Ahead, but then I can't really get to it. It will be... Hang on. Let's headbutt the Thinking Ahead, then do Pummel Strike. Play that again. There's another offering. That's really good. So let me free up my hand first by doing something like Armaments and Feed. Then Offering will draw me a full hand, right? Let's play another card. How about the Whirlwind? Okay. Then do offering, right? And flex regret. Okay, I need to play 3 more cards. Actually, I have the battle trance. Yeah, let's do battle trance. Okay. Parasite, beautiful. And then for extra energy, I can bring back the offering. Awesome. All right, so I got combo and I got overkill with the bludgeon here. Awesome. All right, very happy. Got both out of the way. That's really good. Didn't waste too much time either. Okay. All right, here. Okay, I do not have a lot of time though, so I should try to speed this up if I can. Let's double tap the Iron Wave, the Anger, and the Twin Strike. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I only have 5 minutes and I still have an elite and a boss. I do have a lot of potions. That should help me too. All right, let's do... I don't think I'll do... Actually, let's do Armaments, then Warcry. Okay. Rage is pretty good because then I can fully defend with a Perfected Strike. And then Brutality hits the Carnage. Awesome. I might as well do True Grit. Okay. All right. Another 10. This might be a problem. Let's do Armaments, Rage, Barricade. That sets the uppercut to 0, which I can dual wield. Play those. Then do Cleave. And that is not quite enough, but should get me close. Yeah, I just need 4 more damage next turn. Yeah, Lightspeed might be impossible here. I'm just... Well, not impossible, but very difficult. I still have another elite. We got Pendant Breath, really good. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage and bronze scale. So I just go with 3 thorns. I click on the quick. Now, there is... Let me reload real quick just to see what else. I did see a corruption. The Emulate does give me an extra collector bonus, so, man, this is a tough choice. Corruption would be really tempting, but I think for the sake of collector bonuses, I will take the Emulate. Alright, so my fast clicking was justified. Alright, yeah, I think this is going to be really tough to do quickly. Let's get rid of everything. I'll keep the Burning Pact in case I need more card draw. Let's do Offering, okay. Then, Madness hits these, yeah, I guess I'll do Searing Blow. Let's do Burning Pact, the Fire Breathing, which I don't really need. Good Instincts. Anything I need to dual wield? Not really either, right? Let's do Battle Trance, Madness, Pummel Strike. You know what? Let's deal with the 0-cost Emulate. That should be fun. Alright, and then let's do Shrug It Off so I can play the Clash, and then let's Close Time for Weakness next turn. At least I got 2 extra strength out of that. Alright, small attacks. I'm fully defended here. Let's do Metallicize, Sword Boomerang, Pummel, see what the Regret gives me. Okay. And then here, let's see what the Barricade does. Carnage and Bloodling Perfected Strike with double damage. Beautiful. Okay. And then here, let's do Metallicize. Barricade is free. I can double tap the Clash and the Pummel. Okay. And I can do Searing Blow for good measure too. Good. Yeah, I'm down to 3 minutes left. That's going to be almost impossible for another elite. Anything I can exhume here? Let's do the Pummel. That should be enough, right? Beautiful. Alright, Havoc, Warcry, Twin Strike. I never got a Collector's on the Warcry, right? Yeah, let's grab a Collector's on that. And then here, got the Nemesis. Alright, sorry about that. So here, because it's the Nemesis, I wonder if I should actually not play the Offering. Let me see if I get something good offered, because if I get the big attack, man, it's really tempting just to Barricade and not do the Offering. Let's risk it. Let's do Barricade, then double tap. Well, Searing Blue does more damage, so let's double tap that. Let's save the Offering and see if that makes a difference. 45, that's exactly what I wanted to save that Offering. Yeah, so that way, yeah, I'll just do Armaments, Flex, let's do Disarm, that should be good, and then Clothesline for weakness, okay. Alright, use up my buffer here. And then here, let's do, actually, I can do Parasite to draw cards, okay. Then do Metallicize, no vulnerability here, right? Let's do Warcry. Okay, I kind of want to do True Grit too. Alright, yeah, let's do a free dropkick, then True Grit, which hits the Brutality, that's fine, and then Clothesline. Okay. So if it's another big attack, I'll be in trouble. If it's a small attack, though, yep, if it's a small attack, I am fully defended here. Let's do Armament, Seeing Red. I don't think I need another Barricade. Let's do Cleave, might as well play the Carnages here. Okay. Alright. Another small attack, okay. Let's do Bloodletting, Pummel, Feed, and then Madness for the Searing Blow. Okay. And, okay, big attack, but I feel like I might have a chance here. No. Do I not have a chance? Let's do Flex. I need a defensive card. I did not get that. So this 6 plus 9, 25, 28. I need 31. Man, I don't want to use the Entropy Brew now, but let's try it. Let's throw this. Drink this. Another Dex Potion might be enough, right? Because this 8, 27, 30. Yeah, I think another Dex Potion is exactly what I needed here. Alright, let's also do the Pummels to deal 5 damage. Waste double damage. So actually, I just realized I had enough to kill. Wasted a potion there. That's fine. We got Pear up and pick up Race for Max HP by 10, and Mango up and pick up Race for Max HP by 14. So that's a lot of Max HP. I did get a Power Potion, which I think is a good trade. I already had enough. Wait, did I have enough feeds? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Let's grab the Demon Form. I already have enough offerings as well. Alright, and then here, I think I'll dig one more time. Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. I could have removed the Regret, I guess, if I really wanted to. I think that's fine, though. Alright, so here I might get rid of, or I might play the Offering. Hang on. Let's drink the Regen Potion. Probably don't need the Elixir. The Slikios is interesting, but risky. Let's see what the Power Potion gives me. Evolve Demon Form Brutality. Let's do the Demon Form here. Okay. I don't want it. Oh, duplicating the Offering is risky. Because right now I cannot fully defend. Let's do Inflame. Then do one Offering. Okay. Okay, Shame gives me more card draw. Let's do the Metallicize. Hope hits the Barricade. It did. Beautiful. I can do Brutality. Then, let's get rid of the Shame, see what I draw. Okay, I needed defensive cards, did not get those. Let's do Metallicize, Burning Pact, probably the Body Slam. Still no block cards, it's not good. Let's see what the Havoc plays. That is a Dropkick, not good either. Then do Inflame, okay. If I double tap the Uppercut, this guy would be weakened. Would that be enough? Not really. I have to hope that Distal Chaos gives me something. I will still do double tap, I think. Yeah, then do Distal Chaos. Armaments, double tap, and Clash. Okay. Alright. That should be enough now, right? Especially if I double tap the Uppercut. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. Alright. And I also, okay, yeah, I also was able to get combo. Did miss the Lightspeed Modifier, though. I still have double tap active, right? Should I do the Clash? Yeah, while I can, let's do the Clash on the backliner here. Okay. Then do double damage. Actually, should I do double damage Whirlwind? Let's do double damage Whirlwind. Is that enough to get rid of this guy? It is. Wow. And then, okay. I did not miss the Lightspeed Modifier by much. Yeah, emitted in 20 seconds. Also got combo there at the end. Okay. Alright, that shouldn't have been a bad score. 2182. That's not too bad. So of the 13 elites, I perfected 11. So I think I only missed the ones on Act 1, right? Oh, and then the Slavers on Act 2. Didn't miss the Act 1 boss. Just no chance. Did not draw enough defensive cards. I got 24 collectibles, which is not too bad. Overkill combo, stuffed, and curses were fairly easy. It's convenient, of course, everybody would have gotten that. 24 collectibles out of 197 cards. That's not too bad. I was kind of hoping to get more curses, I guess. But yeah, I can't complain about this. If I had perfected one more boss, that would have been 1282. Let's see what that would have put me in the rankings. Wrong button here. Alright, so, wow. So 1282 would have put me closer to top 20. Actually, would have had me tied with Rado. Yeah, I am 39th right now. I am, interestingly, 14 points. No, wait. 27. 27 points below Cyberfox. So I did rest at one point, which in retrospect was not necessary. Although I guess with the resting, with the extra HP, I was able to play the offerings more often, which did make my life easier. I was see Golpe here with 2257. So yeah, I suspect people were able to get lots more collectibles. So even if I perfect everything, 2282, and then where's Gemini here? 2434. That's insane. That is what 250, almost 250 points more than me. That's ridiculous. I suspect. I mean, curse. Well, I did get curses, right? I suspect like even Pelts, 75 points more than me. I mean, maybe so. I wonder if there's a thing with the RNG where you can get Ori when you can afford it. Because I got Ori in that early shop where I couldn't afford it. And then I'm thinking that's like an extra 5 cards, potentially 5 collectibles. But yeah, this is an insane score. Maybe towards the end when I realized that Mystery Machine was impossible, I should have done regular fights. That might have allowed me to get more collect bonuses. But yeah, great score. I see Mike here with 2307. Yeah, congratulations. Let me know in the comments what you did. Let's review the scores from yesterday. I'm not sure if I missed George's name here, or if maybe he played in the 2 seconds that took me to reload, but he also did really well today. So yeah, congratulations to people today. Alright, so yesterday was a Watcher run with the All-Stars, Certain Future, and Night Terrors modifiers. And I have no idea how Mike was able to get this high of a score. Yeah, he basically beat all the glitchers and cheaters, well, other than this one, which is obviously using some code issue. Yeah, congratulations. I'm very curious to hear, because Gemino in the comments mentioned that he basically had a perfect run with 1230. So 8th place, Gemino perfected all the elites and all the bosses. Mentioned that he did take Fusion Hammer. He was hoping to get some other, maybe relic that allowed him to do something other than rest at rest sites. But with Night Terrors, that's the reason I didn't take Fusion Hammer, because you have to rest at rest sites and you lose max HP. Now, David actually mentioned that stuff might have been doable. But yeah, unfortunately, Gemino did not do that. He also... He was able to get Highlander as well as the Lightspeed, Money, Popper, and Skibidi and Overkill modifiers. Mentioned that combo might have been possible, but he probably would have had to sacrifice the Lightspeed modifiers for that, so that was definitely not worth it. And then interesting, Gemini actually did not take the Blasphemy. Obviously was able to get Popper. I took the Blasphemy and I removed the later. And actually Gemini was a bit of an inspiration for that, because I remember a while back I had trouble perfecting things, and then Gemini in his comment mentioned that he had taken Blasphemy and then removed it on Act 3. And I have to admit, the only reason I was able to perfect the Act 2 boss was because of that Blasphemy. So I think that was the right decision for me yesterday. It ultimately didn't hurt me because I was able to remove it. With certain features, you know that you have one shop on each act at least. But yeah, so Gemino basically had a perfect score, and I have no idea how Mike was able to get almost 200 points more. Especially with certain future, how is it possible not to have the multiple of 25? Oh, there is somebody else who has a multiple of 25, is a multiple of 25 away from Mike. So I do wonder if there's maybe something early that makes a change in the RNG that allowed people to... I actually have no idea. Yeah, I'm very curious. Let me know in the comments. Alright, then next you have David here with 1105, tied for 22nd place. So you can check out his Twitch stream if you're interested. David perfected 2 of the 3 elites and 2 of the 3 bosses. Missed the Act 3 boss. Was able to hit Highlander as well as Overkill and the Lightspeed modifier. And yeah, as I mentioned, David mentioned maybe stuff would have been possible with the Sing Bowl, but it would have been very difficult. The next you have people tied at 34th place, including Shivers, with 1080. Shivers perfected 1 of the 3 elites, but all the bosses, which is impressive. Was able to get Highlander, Overkill, and combo. Mentioned that unfortunately he forgot to remove the Panache. He forgot that it was a rare card, so he missed Popper by accident. Without that Panache, he would have had 1130. That would have had him in the top 20, right? Yeah, tied for 16th place. So that's unfortunate. It does happen sometimes, especially when you don't really consider a Panache as a good card. You just don't think of it as a rare card, and you sort of forget to remove it. Definitely happens. The next you have Goldbear here, tied for 43rd place with 1055. Goldbear perfected 2 of the 3 elites and 1 of the 3 bosses. Was able to get Highlander, Overkill, and Skibidi. Mentioned that he was happy to survive, as opposed to some others, including myself. The next you have Alex here, tied for, 56th place with 1030. Alex perfected 2 of the 3 elites, 1 of the 3 bosses. Mentioned that he actually barely survived the Act 3 boss, Dumb and Dumber. He was able to survive it with 1 HP and a lot of reloads. Was able to get Highlander, Overkill, Inscription, Speedster, and Popper. And then mentioned that he would have had theoretically the opportunity to have 4 curses. He did not see a 5th curse, and I do wonder if that is the difference in RNG to the really high scores, if maybe they were able to sum up a lot of curses, because I definitely did not see enough. Then you also have Cyberfox tied for 56th place with 1030. And I think that's it for top 100. So actually a bunch of people died, including myself. I'm tied with Flicknickum at 750 points. I perfected 2 of the elites and 2 of the bosses up until the Act 3 boss, where I reloaded a few times, and then I stupidly just didn't notice that I was taking as much damage as I had HP, so I died there. I think if I survived, I probably would have been in the top 100, right? I think the fact that I didn't see more names in top 100 means a lot of people might have died, including Flicknickum, and also Simone commented that he actually died to the Colosseum event on Act 2, which is definitely somewhere where I entered with very little HP and I barely survived. Thanks to the Blasphemy, that's the only reason I was able to survive that event. So, yeah, definitely not an easy run yesterday. Alright, that's it for yesterday. Let me know in the comments what you did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.